looking for a receiver since T.O. Remember, they tried to get him, and they've tried to bring in all kinds of guys, and they just haven't worked out.
Who are you talking about, Dallas?
The
Ravens.
They were originally supposed to get him from the Niners, not the Eagles. Feels like they're always searching for wide receivers.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where Flacco is not going to be the most efficient quarterback, but Joe's really good on the deep ball. Like if you can make plays after the catch and you can go deep, Flacco can get it to you. And I would also say Odell's a finesse player. The Ravens aren't necessarily a finesse organization, but they can afford to have a finesse receiver because it's kind of a punch in the forehead franchise. It's tough and physical.
Speaking of receivers, the Dez Bryant rule, I guess if you want to call it, or maybe the Jesse James rule, has been approved by the NFL unanimously.
Yes, let's hear it.
32-0.
Very nice, yes. So now these are catches.
Right, so the new rules are now 1, control of the ball, 2, 2 feet down or another body part, and a football move, which is a third step, or reaching or extending for the line to go.
That's a catch.
That's a catch because he's reaching for the end zone. Jesse James, same thing, reaching for the end zone. Those are catches. Now, as a Cowboys fan, I do believe that means they should award the Cowboys the Super Bowl for that season.
That's how I see it.
Because they would have beat the Packers, would have clearly beat the Seahawks, and then they would have ran the ball with DeMarco Murray instead of throwing it at the goal line. So I think they should go back and award the Cowboys the Super Bowl. So
basically, tell the audience again what a catch is.
1, control of the ball.
Okay, you have possession of the ball.
Sure. 2 feet down or another body part. That stays the same.
That's always been, in my life, control, 2 feet down catch, and...
Right. A football move such as a third step, reaching or extending for the line to gain, or the ability to perform such an act.
Yeah, that's what a catch should be.
The important thing is they got rid of the going to the ground element.
That just doesn't... I don't know who was the guy. You know why they changed this is the NFL thought there were too many fumbles by receivers. And somebody in their infinite wisdom thought, you know what's really ruining the game? That extra fumble every month. Because it wasn't that many fumbles. So, and if you ever watched the football game and said, God, what a game, but there was that fumble in the third change of possession, and I almost turned it off.
I'm sure there will be a couple more fumbles throughout the season.
You're going to have 20 more fumbles.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
At least now I know what a catch is, which I should know as a football fan.
Yeah.
So according to his agent, LiAngelo Ball is officially declaring for the 2018 NBA draft. He's 19. He played this season in Lithuania. Led the league in scoring at a whopping 15 points a game.
He did.
Apparently not a lot of scoring in Lithuania.
He's supposed to be a good shooter.
Yeah, he shot 45% from three-point. No idea where the Lithuanian three-point line is. Maybe it's short, maybe it's long.
He can shoot threes, and he's a big guard. I mean, if you look at him, he's a big guard.
Well, he was supposed to be the worst one of the three of them.
Yes.
Does he get drafted at all?
No, he's, again, much like Lonzo, he's not an explosive athlete.
No.
Like Lonzo is very stoic. He's not dynamic, but he's a heck of a basketball player. LeVar Ball has created, talented kids, but they're not dynamic athletes. You can watch the tape here. Not big vertical. He's kind of a slider more than a jumper.
Do you think the Lakers just sign him?
No, no.
No? You don't think they bring him in, put him on the D-League team?
No.
Maybe?
No.
It's going to anger the Ball family.
Oh, whatever.
And finally, you have heard about, I'm sure, Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago.
Yes, I have.
Apparently, Villanova has also seeked out some divine intervention, and that would be Pope Francis. At least according to Villanova head coach Jay Wright, who put out this tweet. It's the Pope putting up the two fingers, which apparently is also the sign for Villanova.
I love Jay Wright.
I know you do. Is that your pick? Is that what you're hoping for? Villanova, Loyola Chicago?
I said before the tournament, Villanova's the best team because they're on FS1.
Sure.
I've seen them play 10 times this year.
And you're a Jay Wright fan.
I'm a huge Jay Wright fan. Villanova's the best team I've seen. I thought Duke had as much talent as anybody I've seen, but Villanova, and it's funny because West Virginia, Villanova, for about an hour, you were like, wow. And Bob Huggins does a terrific job. Villanova can score 12 points, and not a lot of college basketball teams can do this. Villanova can go on an 11-0 run in 90 seconds. There are not a lot of college basketball